Hi there, welcome back to the workshop. Today we are looking at a Hoover Senior Ranger U4274 Co-op Exclusive. Yes, it is the very special Co-op Exclusive model that was manufactured in only 1983. No other year, 1983. And I thought you'd quite like to have a look at it, to have a look inside, because we're going to take the suppressor out. But it's quite interesting under this hood. Let's have a look. Now, the reason why I think this machine is particularly interesting, bar the fact that it was only made for 1 year, and in fact I think it was only made for 6 months of 1983. I know there are 4274s that are made in January of 83, but I've never seen one manufactured past July of 83. To give you a little bit of a background on them, these were a special order by the Co-op to Hoover. Now, for our friends who don't live in the UK, the Co-op is a UK supermarket. They used to be a lot bigger than they are now. They used to have massive stores everywhere. In fact, I have particular memories of the Homeworld store in Camborne in Cornwall. I used to love going there because they had a massive display of vacuum cleaners. And I remember distinctly in 1989 going to Homeworld and seeing the Sensortronic 89 series for the very first time, and I was just creaming my pants. I was 11 years old and my parents had to drag me away from that stand. So this machine was made exclusively for the Co-op. No other retailer sold it. So there would have been a very limited run of these machines. And it's quite interesting the fact that by the time this came out in 83, this style of Ranger was absolutely dead in the water. Hoover had replaced this style hood in 81 with the new Ranger. But what is really fascinating is that they took the original 81 Ranger's chassis and put the earlier Ranger's hood on top of it. So this hood has in fact appeared on two different chassis. It appears on the metal chassis of the original 652 machine. If I can get it off, this is making me look like a complete idiot. And it also appears stuffed over this style chassis. Now, I can't think of any other machine where the same hood goes over two different chassis types. As you can see, this is the all plastic version of the Ranger chassis, the 81 Ranger chassis, and that hood on model 4002 and 4014 sits atop the metal 652A chassis. Crazy, absolutely crazy. So you could in fact take a normal 81 Ranger hood with the cowl, because it's obviously got a massive, great big cowl that acts as the furniture guard, and pop an 81 Ranger hood on top of this, and it would work perfectly fine. In many ways, it is exactly that. It's an 81 Ranger, but with this bizarre early 1970s. This is 1974. So this was 9 years old by the time this machine came out. The 1974 Ranger hood, very odd. You see there on the lamp lens, it has exclusive by Hoover. Apparently, the very early versions of these just said exclusive and not exclusive by Hoover. I've never seen one of those. I suspect they are extremely rare. So this one is let me have a look underneath at the ratings plate. Yeah, this is June of 83. June of 83. So, yeah, as I say, I've never seen one past July of 83. So I suspect they were produced January to July of 83 and no other times. They are quite rare. They are rare cleaners. You don't see them particularly often now. So definitely worth saving. If you were to come across one, definitely save it. Definitely keep it. Yeah, because they're quite rare machines. So what we need to do now is get the bangy suppressor out of this cleaner. So I'm going to turn you around so you've got a better look. It's quite easy on this. So yeah, we should be done relatively quickly. Let's do it. Here is our pesky suppressor on this machine. Usual standard fare for one of these Senior Rangers. Classic Senior Ranger motor. 420 watts in this version. So let's pull these wires off. We can get rid of that, like so. Now, I don't think we can do anything tricky here because we do have quite short wires. The earlier versions had much longer wires, so you could like redo the loom with them. Unfortunately, that is not the case on this particular version. So let's get this off, get it out of the way, put it in the bin, say goodbye to that. Bye, suppressor, ta-ta. Any dates on it? Probably not. It's going to be 83 anyway, isn't it? It's not going to be anything else. So let's pop that in the bin. Put this screw back in to hold the bearing back in place. There we go. Now we can do some surgery on these wires. So let's get the side cutters. Here we are, and just snip these off. Snip, snip, and we'll snip these off. Snip, snip, whee! And pull that white wire out of there and give us a bit more room, a bit more distance. Don't really need that. Oh, I think we can probably leave that on. Right, let's strip these wires. Slightly tricky. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want a bit of chop block, like so. Just unwind the screws somewhat. It's really, really easy, this job on this particular model. Some of them can be a right faff, but this one, oh, it's so simple. And I would recommend you do this because those suppressors, if they haven't blown already, they are, I mean, they're primed to blow, guys. Honestly, I think if they haven't gone by now, they're going to go any day. So let's connect this up. Connect it to these wires. There should be enough room, length rather. Should be enough length to do this. So one to the top. One to the bottom. And there we go, done. So that's the suppressor removed. That'll quite happily sit there like that. There's no real tension on that. There's no movement in the motor when it starts. So let's plug it in and see if it works. Okay, are we ready? Moment of truth. Will our machine run? Let's turn it on and see what happens. Yeah, that's good. Actually sounds pretty sweet, I've got to say. Yeah, nice. Well, there we go, a job well done. And so that will survive many more years now without that pesky suppressor going bad. Let's get the hood back on. I shall do those screws up. Oh, it's a bit of a pain to get on sometimes. So yeah, what do I need to do to this one? I need to give it a clean. I need to put a belt on it. I need to attach the hood again. I need to give this bag a bit of a clean. It's full of rice when I used it last time, but yeah, that's not difficult to sort out. So that's it for this video. It's just a little short one, but let me bring it around a little bit. There we go, that's better. Just a short one, just to show you inside the 4274 and how to take the suppressor off. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.